sun's rising slow, paint skies with gold. Coffee in hand, the stories unfold. This ain't just a show, it's where hearts align. A place to unwind, where peace we find. Cannabis drifts on the morning breeze, bringing calm to the mind, setting souls at ease. Together we gather, no need to pretend. The Cove's where the day and good vibes begin. Come on in, let the love unfold.
Come on in, let it unfold.
In the warmth of community, hearts turn gold.
Hearts turn gold.
The Cove is more than a show on display.
More than a show.
It's a place to belong, where we start the day.
We start the day.
So rise with the sun, let the blessings flow.
Let it flow.
With coffee and peace, we let the spirit grow. Some come to laugh, some come to share. Every story told shows someone's care. We lift each other, hand in hand. Through life's storms, together we stand. The circle's wide, there's room for all. No judgment here, just love's gentle call. Every morning's a chance to reset, renew, to breathe, to heal, and see life through. Come on in, let the love unfold.
Come on in, let it unfold.
In the warmth of community, hearts turn gold.
Hearts turn gold.
The Cove is more than a show on display.
More than a show.
It's a place to belong, where we start the day.
We start the day.
So rise with the sun, let the blessings flow.
Let it flow.
With coffee and peace, we let the spirit grow. It's where hearts connect.
Hearts connect.
Where hope is planted and love takes effect.
Love takes effect.
A sacred space where kindness flows.
Kindness flows.
And every soul finds a place to grow.
Let's grow.
Come on in, let the love unfold.
Come on in, let it unfold.
In the warmth of community, hearts turn gold.
Hearts turn gold.
The Cove is more than a show on display.
More than a show.
It's a place to belong, where we start the day.
We start the day.
So rise with the sun, let the blessings flow.
Let it flow.
With coffee and peace, we let the spirit grow.
The sun is rising, the world's at peace. A Sunday morning, all worries cease. Cove TV's on, the day's just begun. We're chilling together under the morning sun. The smoke curls up like a gentle prayer. With coffee in hand, we've got time to spare. Cannabis in the air, and hearts at ease. Sunday's here to bless us with the softest breeze. Chillin Sunday morning, feeling so right. In the Cove where the light's soft and bright. With every puff we let the stress unwind. In this peaceful moment, leave the world behind. Chillin Sunday morning, breathe it in slow. In the Cove where the love and peace grow. The gentle rhythm, the waves on the shore. Cannabis blooms and the soul wants more. We gather in peace in the Cove's embrace. With every hit we find our grace. No rush, no race, just a tranquil sound on this holy morning. The calm is profound, together we rise as the clouds drift by, lifted by love as we touch the sky. Chillin Sunday morning, feeling so right, in the cove where the light's soft and bright. With every puff we let the stress unwind, in this peaceful moment leave the world behind. Chillin Sunday morning, breathe it in slow, in the cove where the love and peace grow. In the stillness we find our way, chillin' in the cove on this blessed day. The world outside can wait a while, we're here together sharing every smile. Let the smoke rise like hymns in the air, in this sacred space we've got time to care. We find our way, chilling in the cove on this blessed day. The world outside can wait a while, we're here together, sharing every smile. Let the smoke rise like hymns in the air, in this sacred space we've got time to care. Chillin Sunday morning, feeling so right, in the cove where the light's soft and bright. With every puff we let the stress unwind, in this peaceful moment leave the world behind. Chillin Sunday morning, breathe it in slow, in the cove where the love and peace grow. So light it up, let the moment stay, in the cove where we'll drift away. Chillin' on this Sunday, soft and true, in the cove we're here, just me and you. Sunday morning light softly shine through. We're wrapped up in the moment, just me and you. Coffee's brewing slow, the world's still at ease. Cove TV's on, just the sun, us and the trees. Waking big beside you, feeling so complete. With every gentle touch, our love so sweet. Cannabis in the air, lifting up our souls, taking it slow, letting the good vibes roll. You and me and the morning haze, Cove TV's on, in our lazy days. The first hit of the day sets our hearts ablaze. Making big love in the soft sun's rays, cannabis kisses, smoke rings in the air. Sunday mornings with you, nothing can compare. The warmth of your smile, the calm of the breeze, our favorite strains whisper through the trees. Every puff we take, every song we hear, Cove TV's playing and it all feels clear. A love so deep in this quiet place, with a bowl in hand we find our space. Cannabis and coffee in the morning light, we can bake together, everything feels right. You and me and the morning haze, Cove TV's on, in our lazy days. The first hit of the day sets our hearts ablaze. Making big love in the soft sun's rays, cannabis kisses, smoke rings in the air. Sunday mornings with you, nothing can compare. The world slows down just for a while, cannabis dreams and your gentle smile. Cove TV playing our favorite shows. With every hit, our connection grows. It's the little moments, the quiet and the slow. In your eyes I see everything I need to know. You and me and the morning haze. Cove TV's on in our lazy days. The first hit of the day sets our hearts ablaze. Wake and bake love in the soft sun's rays. Cannabis kisses, smoke rings in the air. Sunday mornings with you, nothing can compare. So here we are in our Sunday best. Wake and bake mornings, feeling so blessed. Cannabis love, Cove TV's glow. With you by my side, it's all I need to know.
Good Sunday morning, everybody. How is everybody's morning going? Cheers, everybody.
Yeah. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Good morning, most amazing Amber. How are you, dear? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning.
Good morning, Nikki.
Good morning, Ma. How are you, dear? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Bill. Good morning, Bill. How you doing, brother?
Good morning, Crystal. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning.
Good morning, Jeremy, man. What's up, brother?
Good morning, Ash. How are you? Hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Mindy Jade. How are you doing?
Good morning, brother Copsy. Right, Ma? He is up early. How are you, brother? I hope you're having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, CJ. Happy Sunday.
Good morning, Rissa. Hello, hi, hello. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful morning.
Good morning, Deb Rose. How are you doing?
Oh, we got one here. Ready, member?
Arg.
Good morning, Austin. How are you, man? Yeah, absolutely, Bill. Hope you're feeling better. Much love, Jeremy. Hope you're feeling better, man. Hope everybody's having an amazing Sunday morning. Let's do this one.
On a Sunday morning, the sky's so clear. The cove awakens, peace draws near. The herbs inhale, the day begins. Inhale the good, exhale your sins. The sunlight kisses every leaf. A gentle toke brings calm relief. Through every puff, the soul set free. Ganja embrace in harmony. Inhale, exhale, amen, here we stand. With every puff we understand. The cove is calling, let peace begin. Inhale, exhale, amen, and breathe it in. Inhale, exhale, let joy unfold. Stories shared, connections bold. Lift each other, find strength again. Inhale, exhale, amen. The morning glow, soft waves roll by. In every breath we reach the sky. Sunday's a blessing, a gift to embrace. We slow things down, move at love's pace. Goals are passed with care, with trust. In the cove we do what we must. The herb unites as laughter flows. Through sacred clouds the spirit grows. Inhale, exhale, amen, we understand. The Cove is calling, let peace begin. Inhale, exhale, amen, and breathe it in. Inhale, exhale, let joy unfold. Stories shared, connections bold. Lift each other, find strength again. Inhale, exhale, amen. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, and here we stand. A Sunday morning wrapped in gold, with every toke, new stories told. The herb brings peace to hearts in need. A soulful moment, love's gentle creed. In the cove with ganja in hand, together we rise, together we stand. No rush, no fear, just space to be. Inhale, exhale, serenity. Inhale, exhale, amen, here we stand. With every puff we understand. The Cove is calling, let peace begin. Inhale, exhale, amen, and breathe it. Inhale, exhale, let joy unfold. Stories shared, connections bold. Lift each other, find strength again. Inhale, exhale, amen. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale, amen, here we stand.
Much love, everybody. How was everybody's Sunday morning going? It's been a very chillin' Sunday morning here in the Cove. I'm loving the chillin' ass, fucking messy bedroom Sunday morning vibe. It's so appropriate. Even the cat's like, dude, I ain't moving for shit. If you're laying back down, you got to move them books or something.
Yeah. You can go on either side of me. You're not. This is my spot. Fuck you, peoples. We are 5 minutes out from the 24, the 420.
Absolutely. Good morning, Kenny. Well, good middle of. I mean, it's fucking past midnight, so it's morning there. So good morning. Good. I mean, it's Monday morning though, so good Monday morning, Kenny.
Oh yeah, get that grind going. Get that Monday grind going.
I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful morning. Much love, Jeremy. Thank you very much for the donation. And congratulations to Kimmy on winning that donation. And Kimmy is now a monthly Cove TV subscriber for the month of December.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a gorgeous view this morning. Very chilling. I don't know. It was very like, I just saw it and I was like, that's so appropriate. Like the bed's not made. There's shit on the floor. Like fucking.
Yeah. It reminds me when my wife made me watch them Twilight movies and they go on their honeymoon. And they go on a fucking island or whatever, and it's fucking kind of that kind of vibe too. It's pretty cool. Stupid vampire movies. Not enough fighting. Should have been more fights in the Twilight series. We all know it. It's all true. I don't care if it was a love story. You got vampires and werewolves, and they're all playing who likes who and shit. Who's more ripped, and who's a werewolf, and who's a vampire. Fight already. Y'all tough and you just want to play love story. It ain't Romeo and Juliet, people. It's Twilight with vampires and werewolves. Let's get some fight on. No, it's all a fantasy. No. The biggest fight in the whole movie was just a vision. Bam, series, whatever.
You know what's really funny is I've never seen the Twilight anythings, but I've totally watched the whole series of Pretty Little Liars, and that's a good show. It is a good show. Don't judge me.
Whatever, man. Next thing you know, it's like I used to watch Miley Cyrus when she was fucking. What the hell was her TV name?
She did have the best of both worlds, bro. Don't even go there.
Okay, but what was her TV name? I don't even remember.
Hannah Montana, bro.
Thank you, Hannah Montana, because Family Guy did such a fucking good mockery of it, how she was a robot. That was fucking funny, man.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, I don't even want to get all down that nasty rabbit hole, but it was an entertaining enough show. But I watched more Nickelodeon shit. I was watching
I'm even older. I'm talking like Mickey Mouse Club. You know, Britney Spears was in the Mickey Mouse Club, man. That was an actual show.
We are 3 minutes out, everybody. Best of both worlds. Yeah, I fucking know the theme song. Don't judge me.
I do not. I didn't know what the fuck you were singing. I was like, what the fuck is he singing now? We just randomly sing shit, and then hopefully someone realizes what we're singing. Yeah. You know what I realized, man? Sorry.
Go ahead.
Full House, Family Matters, and a couple other shows, the theme songs were all sung by the same guy.
I did not know that, but you can definitely tell. Like, if you knew that, didn't know that, and you, like, I don't know that you can. There's so much similarity.
They are. They're just so upbeat and like, hey, you know, 90s TV sitcom, let's go. You know, like
a lot of that is like crazy because it's like the piano and set model of piano. So like, as soon as I hear the guitar for Red Hot Chili Peppers, I know it's Red Hot Chili Peppers because that's their fucking guitar.
Yeah,
like they're super iconic, like instrumental. Like Amber sent me one of 3 Days Grace's new songs the other day, and like as soon as I heard it, I was like, "That's fucking 3 Days Grace." I love that. Like there's such an iconic guitar sound that you're like, "Yep," that iconic bass sound. You're like, "Yep."
I found that about when I was listening to Stone Temple Pilots and they were coming out with new songs. I was like, "Oh, that's Stone Temple Pilots. They were fucking off the rockers writing that shit, man." Like Bang Bang Baby was one of my favorite fucking songs, and it's just kind of fucked up. But yeah, I always loved Stone Temple Pilots. They had their own little thing going on. Freaking I Mother Earth when they still had Edwin. I Mother Earth was great, and then Edwin went all crazy and off on his own and shit. You want to hear it funny? You know who Edwin is? Anyone know who I'm talking about? The lead singer of the original singer of I Mother Earth, Edwin. Anybody went on his own, became Edwin. Anyways, my sister-in-law and wife went to Edge Fest like 98 or 99, one of the two, and I guess he was playing. And you remember Silverchair Beans, the band Silverchair?
Yeah.
Okay, so nobody is allowed around the band Silverchair because they're not like mentally stable. Like you can't go up to Silverchair and get autographs and shit. Like, oh, can we see? So no, nobody's allowed Silverchair. They're actually like not clinically sane. 420.
Happy 420, Bill. I just dropped the link for the Cove TV YouTube. And you should get to go there. Cheers, everybody. Happy 420.
Sky so clear, a new beginning, no room for fear. Coffee steams and the breeze rolls in this space, let our joy begin. Cannabis flows like a sweet refrain, easing our hearts, soothing our strain. We rise together, no soul alone, in the cove where peace has grown. Lifted by the light, we rise and shine. Shine up, shine bright. A brand new day where love's divine. Your side, right here by your side. We walk this path with joy as our guide. Oh joy, let it ride. The cove's a home where kindness lives, a place where every heart forgives. The brass calls out like a morning breeze, harmonies drift through the swaying trees. Cannabis lifts us smooth as the sea, setting us free, just you and me. With every sip, with every laugh, we find our way on this morning's path. Lifted by the light, we rise and shine. Shine up, shine bright. A brand new day where love's divine. Ooh, love's divine. Coffee and peace with friends at your side. Right here by your side. We walk this path with joy as our guide. Oh joy, let it ride. Let's share this load. Light our way on this morning's road. Together we rise, hearts open wide. Peace and love with the sun as our guide. Peace and sunshine. Lifted by the light, we rise and shine. Shine up, shine bright. A brand new day where love's divine. Ooh, love's our guide. Oh joy, let it rise. So gather around, let the spirit glow. Glow, let it glow. Together we rise, together we grow.
Cheers, everybody.
Giggity,
What is
giggity,
we got going on for their Sunday today?
Oh, I got a really big. Sorry.
That would be dope, man. Get like the Cove Gospel Choir. I'd be so down with that.
Oh my god! Just every time we said something, you could like push a button and have it like, "Beans was right. Mother's going down."
I love that song. I love our Sunday morning songs. We'll hang out for here for a little bit.
Yep.
We'll do our This Day in History coming up. We do have a morning speaker coming up. We do have the one and only Your Nanigans at 9:13 Eastern Time, or Mountain Standard Time. I fucked that up one time. Mountain Standard Time, 9:13. That is 11:13 Eastern Standard Time. And we do got Sir Sunday Afternoon Smoke this afternoon at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. Only on the Sir Cops a Lot new page, because fuck you, Facebook.
Yeah, fuck you, Facebook. So yeah, my challenge for today, the big challenge, is do not eat all of my daughter's birthday cake from last night. It's a double layered chocolate cookies and cream cake. My kid literally scraped out the inside filling of 2 packs of Oreo cookies to mix into the icing. So she actually made like vanilla Oreo cream icing for the cake.
Damn.
Yeah, dude, she's a genius in that damn kitchen when it comes to baking, man. I mean, she makes a good mess, but that's okay. Yeah, the cake is huge. Yeah, my daughters are pretty talented. They started making like cake kits, you know, little boxes of cakes mix and stuff like that. And then we pulled out the wife's Betty Crocker cookbook and just started telling her how to do stuff. And she started reading stuff, and everything's from scratch now, from the icing to the cakes to the cookies, everything.
Meow meow.
Meow meow.
Good morning, Professor. How are you, man? Hope you're having a wonderful morning. Morgan is snuggled up on her chair, passed the fuck out. She's like half hanging off of it.
So you know about my cats, Spirit, Ziggy, and Nova. This morning, I'm making my morning coffee, the first one. I'm barely awake, and I hear the trot of the cats coming down the stairs. I was like, who's coming to see me? Spirit literally was like, meow. I was like, oh, hey, Spirit, what's up? Freaking sat down on the chair for a minute. She's trying to fall asleep on me. I was like, I just turned the Keurig on. I have to get up. Okay, you're coming with me to get my coffee. I'm not letting that get cold. Silly cats.
Silly cats.
Oh yeah, Spirit's going on 3-4 years old now. She was tiny, man. She was the runt. Like, we got her and she was like this little like hamster looking thing, man. She was real small. We kept losing her in our apartment. We like actually like had to like put her in a crate for like the first like month or two because she was so small. We like literally would go like half a day without seeing her, and then she'd just like pop up out of nowhere and you're like, where the heck did the cat come from? Like, come on, man. Cat hide and seek, not a good game. Just don't play hide and seek with your cat.
No, bro, they will fuck you up.
Yeah.
Because they're not hiding and seeking, they're hiding and hunting.
Yeah. Well, it's winter. We've created all these cuddly living teddy bears now. So every time we like sit down with a blanket, you got like 2 or 3 cats like, ooh, blanket, let's go. Yeah.
I hang out around here today. Maybe watch some Sunday football match.
Sunday again. Football, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good morning, Erica. How are you? I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning.
Are you talking college ball or the NFL?
NFL, yeah. College is Saturdays. I mean, they do play. Like, I'll be like turn on YouTube on a Tuesday night and there'll be a college football game, and I'm like, so weird. But I mean, I get it. But like those poor kids, bro.
Yeah.
For reals, like, who knows? Well, not even like The home team is whatever. That still sucks.
Yeah.
And the away team, they still got to go back to their fucking town. It's probably like 2 o'clock in the morning when they get there. They got classes the next morning. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure the teachers are all like, oh, no, we understand. But, like, they're still missing out on that learning experience. And they're detrimenting their minds. But go Gators, because we won yesterday. Well, what?
Whatever. It's not that I'm not a Gators fan. There's just other teams that I like more. You know, go Sooners, roll Tide. But I've always liked them. Forrest Gump made me like them. Oh, college football, it's exciting.
Dude, it's crazy.
It is. They fill up the stadiums, the marching bands, everything, the cheerleaders, bam.
Bam.
Yeah, burgers on the grill. Yeah, no, yesterday was a pretty good birthday. Kid got her nose pierced, was pretty much one of her gifts. Double layer cookies and cream cake, and yeah, it was a good day.
Oh, dang. Fucking professor starting the Christmas decorationing.
Uh-oh. No.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I don't know.
Is there such thing as a wacky waving arm flailing inflatable Santa man? Or
oh, fuck yes, I'm sure. It's probably more like an elf because of that whole body. But
yeah, right. Sure. Wacky waving arm flailing inflatable elf.
Yeah, I'm sure there's all sorts of like ridiculous air inflatable.
Yeah.
Christmas.
I like the music sequence lights for the Halloween stuff.
I love Christmas lights shows, dude. That's just
dope. Oh yeah. Nice, Kimmy. Yeah, we had where I grew up in Richmond, they literally had a few blocks that would just, I think they started coming together, pulling their money together and just decorating each house so the whole block would look, good. But yeah, we used to just drive around in winter and stare at all the lights and stuff. We do it here too. Some of the upper echelon neighborhoods and stuff really go all out. It sucks too because we got a lot of petty criminals and thieves who like to steal decorations, and every year we keep getting posts of freaking this and that getting stolen. It's like, it's Christmas, man. Like, just stop stealing Christmas decorations, you bastards.
You
supposed to be like a happy season, you bastards. You stop stealing our stuff, man. We're trying to make it all pretty for y'all.
Let me see what else we got here. Let's do one of these. These are way up here. We're gonna go. Where the fuck? Okay, here we go. Cheers, everybody.
Golden sun, rise up slow. Coffee steam in the glow. Cannabis in the haze. Start our tropic days. Morning dew on the leaves. Coconut breeze in the trees. Roasting bees, smooth and dark. Lighting up a morning spark. Coffee cup to lips so high. Cannabis under azure sky. Warmth in every single ray. Tropic love in morning play. Birds sing a tender tune in the light of early June. Cannabis leaves sway in mild. Coffee aroma running wild. Percussion rhythm so sweet. Sand warm beneath our feet. Cannabis whispers in the air. Coffee heartbeat softly share. Coffee cup to lips so high. Cannabis under azure sky. Warmth in every single ray. Tropic love in morning play. Percussion rhythm so sweet. feet. Cannabis whispers in the air. Coffee heartbeat softly share. Coffee cup to lips so high. Cannabis under azure sky. Warmth in every single ray. Tropic love in morning play.
Much love, everybody. I used to be pretty grinchy, but I'm getting out of it. I'm trying to. You there, remember? Oh, he's dying. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I just was always very ball humbug, and Christmas is just like when I said, it's just very over the top.
It's very Hallmark now, and I hate it. I'm sorry. I don't want to be the one that like downs on Christmas because I got kids and I always make it a good experience for them. We got trees and presents, but literally it's all for the kids. I'm not against it. You know, like I end up shoveling a lot of snow, which is cool. It's good exercise. Get to get some fresh air. It's actually really nice to go and shovel snow for a few hours and then come home and get baked. It's like some of the best bakings I've ever had. Christmas is great, but yeah, it's just gotten way too Hallmark. Like I already know what all my kids are getting. Some of it may have already been purchased. You know, and our rule for our kids is so they don't get jaded is they get one main big present for Christmas every single year and then a bunch of little things, no matter what. Because I mean, we're rolling into winter and we got heat bills now. We got power bill, like we got bills right now, and they understand that. As they get older, they understand that they would rather sit around and watch Christmas movies with us and eat Christmas junk food than have all these expensive electronics to play with and stuff. You know,
Absolutely.
Last Christmas, man, my kids got Switches, video games, cell phones, and you know what they were doing, man? They were sitting in the middle of the floor playing chess on a real chessboard.
It's dope.
No TV on.
Good morning, Brittany. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday morning. We're just hanging out, chilling Sunday morning style, getting high, and oh man, something like that.
Huh?
Nothing.
Oh, I was like, and we're trying to figure out the meaning of life every day. We'll never find the meaning of life, but we keep trying.
I don't even know why. I'm speak for yourself, bro.
That's what I'm saying. That's what it is we're trying to figure out the meaning of life every day, but we never get the answer, so we keep trying.
We do. Yesterday the Brian Dawkins was ridiculous. That was so amazing.
Yeah.
He almost brought my ass to tears a couple times.
Him and who was the last guy? God, Saban.
Nick Saban, that was a good one.
That was a good one. Who was that other one? We had Tom Brady. I don't even really like Tom Brady, but Tom Brady was good.
Tom Brady was a good one. Ray Lewis was a good one. Yeah, I like having the sports peoples on, but the Dr. K's are dope. The TED Talks are dope. They all hold a special message that all kind of correlate. And I want to say the word mindfulness.
Yeah, I honestly, my favorite still one of my favorites still the Napalm Girl was still one of my favorites. That was such a good story, and and not just relatable, but so many people know about that story and that cover and that, you know, like it was really emotional too, man. It's hard to not feel connected to some of these morning speakers when you know their stories or you've heard them or they were people who are in the limelight or they're, you know, sports all-stars or whatever, right? You know, when you know these stories and then you hear it from their mouth, it makes such a difference from just hearing the story or reading about it. To hear it from the horse's mouth, you know, it's such a, I love it. That's why I like having the sports guys on, you know? Yeah, nose dabs for beans. I was like, someone called it out. I love when all of us are up here and we just get this so.
Good morning, Coffin. How are you? Congratulations on the 1K.
Ooh, got the 1K.
That's
Nice.
definitely Tada worthy.
If you are not already following the Coffin, please go do so.
Absolutely. All right, we'll play one more song and we'll dive into our This Day in History.
Sunrise glow so gentle, bright. Coffee cup, my heart's delight. Cannabis mist in the air. Friends we share this morning fare. Tropical breeze whispers low. We sip slow, feel the flow. Hands we hold, a peaceful beat. Life is sweet where hearts do meet. Sunday morning, pure and free. Church bell rings in harmony. Coffee warm and glowing sun. Cannabis dreams, we've just begun. Gospel tunes we softly hum. Joyful hearts and beating drums. Tropical skies wide and grand. Together we all understand. Peaceful shorebirds take to flight. Nature paints a pure delight. Friends and laughter fill the space. In this soft and sacred place. Cannabis calm and subtle grace. Coffee warmth in our embrace. Pantycle dreams and morning light. Sunday sunrise pure and bright. Gospel tunes we softly hum. Church bell rings in harmony. Coffee warm and glowing sun. Cannabis dreams, we've just begun.
Yes, and I love that song so much. And I don't know if I missed you, Coffin. I'm super sorry, but I hope you're having a wonderful morning. All right, this day.
One.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, love that song.
Yes, I love that song. Great. I love the Sunday morning songs. They're very chillin'. There's some I play throughout the week, but there's some I just play on Sunday. All right, here we go.
Be aware that I've been traveling for the holidays. Unfortunately, I seem to have come down with something. I haven't been sick in a good long while, and even longer than that I've been sick like this. One of my family members has guardianship of a fragile special needs baby, and we can't have the baby getting sick with whatever it is that I've got. So I came home and will be spending a few days getting well. I do have a couple of words that you all have requested for word of the day, and we'll hang on to those until I can read them without falling into paroxysms of coughing. Until then, I'll find some episodes from previous years to run for you. I appreciate your thoughts and prayers as I get better. We'll talk soon.
Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for November 24th. November 24th is the 328th day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 37 days remaining until the end of the year. Today we're going to start with the year 1807, when a Mohawk chief named Chief Tyandangia, also known by his English name Joseph Brant, died at his home in Burlington, Ontario. Before dying, he reportedly said, "Have pity on the poor Indians. If you have any influence with the great, endeavor to use it for their good." On November 24th of 1835, the Texas provincial government authorized the creation of a horse-mounted police force called the Texas Rangers. They're now called the Texas Ranger Division of the Texas Department of Public Safety. My late mother was a big fan of the TV show Walker, Texas Ranger. On November 24th of 1849, a fellow named John Froelich was born. He's the inventor of the first internal combustion traction motor, also known as a tractor, and he was born on this day in Girard, Iowa. He was kind of in the business of harvesting. He would go from state to state and thresh people's wheat for him for a fee. He started out using a steam-powered thresher, and that got the job done, but it was very heavy to transport, expensive to operate, and particularly dangerous in that, being a steam-powered device, used fire, and if it was windy, the fire could, throw some sparks out into the field and burn up the entire crop. So he experimented in the off season and innovated his way into trying to figure out how to get an internal combustion gas operated engine attached to that thresher. And he did it. And it didn't throw any sparks. So it worked. And the next season, when they went out on their harvesting tour, his crew was able to thresh more than 1,000 bushels a day with that machine, using only 26 gallons of gas. He formed a company called the Waterloo Gasoline Traction Engine Company. And in 1918, the John Deere Plow Manufacturing Company bought Waterloo for $2,350,000. The Waterloo Tractor Works is still owned by John Deere, and it remains one of the largest tractor factories in the United States. In 1859, Charles Darwin published On the Origin of Species. The Civil War Battle of Lookout Mountain took place on this day in 1863. On November 24th, 1868, American pianist and composer Scott Joplin was born. And on November 24th, 1888, American author and educator Dale Carnegie was born. Probably most known for his book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, which, by the way, is still popular today. One of the core ideas in his books is that it is possible to change other people's behavior by changing your own behavior towards them. He was 66 when he died in 1955. On this day in 1932, in Washington, D.C., the FBI Scientific Crime Detection Laboratory, better known as the FBI Crime Lab, officially opened on this date. In 1960, Wilt Chamberlain set the NBA rebound record. Philadelphia Warrior Wilt Chamberlain snagged 55 rebounds in a game against the Boston Celtics and set an NBA record for the most rebounds in a single game. 7' 1" Chamberlain, still called Wilt the Stilt, a nickname he hated, so I won't call him that here. He died in 1999 of congestive heart failure. He was 63. On this day in 1963, Dallas nightclub owner Jack Ruby killed Lee Harvey Oswald right in the basement of the police station on live television. As you'll remember, Lee Harvey Oswald was accused of assassinating President John Kennedy. In 1969, the Apollo 12 command module splashed down safely in the Pacific Ocean, ending the second manned mission to land on the moon. On November 24th of 1971, during a severe thunderstorm over Washington state, a hijacker calling himself Dan Cooper, also known as D.B. Cooper, parachuted from a Northwest Orient Airlines plane with $200,000 in ransom money. And while nary a trace of him has ever been found, in 1980, an 8-year-old boy uncovered a stack of nearly $5,880 of the ransom money in the sands along the north bank of the Columbia River, about 5 miles from Vancouver, Washington. The fate and true identity of Cooper remains a mystery. 1991, Tanzanian English singer-songwriter, lead vocalist of the band Queen, and producer Freddie Mercury, perhaps best known for the hits he wrote for the band Queen, including Killer Queen, Bohemian Rhapsody, Somebody to Love, We Are the Champions, Don't Stop Me Now, and Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Freddie died on this date in 1991 at the age of 46. And I think that's going to do it for us today. As always, links to my research are included in the show notes. Thank you so much for watching. Give it a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider subscribing if you haven't already, and feel free to share. Thanks again.
You forgot My Bicycle and Another One Bites the Dust. Queen was a killer band. They always will be. Love Queen. Yeah.
Yes, please give Vicky Bowers a like, a subscribe, a share. She is fucking amazing, and I hope that you are feeling much better this season than you were last season. I hope you are having a wonderful Sunday, Vicky Bowers. All right, let's go. I don't know if I've done this one yet. Cheers, everybody.
Wake up slow, let the morning shine. The Cove calls us, it's a peaceful sign. Coffee brewing, bowls packed tight. Gathering with ganja, everything feels right. Feet in the sand, hearts open wide. We're all connected, no need to hide. With every toke, the worries fade. Sunday mornings where love's displayed. Gather us with ganja, let the spirit flow. Feel the warmth from the highs we know. Together we rise with each slow exhale. In the Cove, good vibes prevail. Gather us with ganja, let joy abide. Peace and unity side by side. Breathe in deep, let your soul ignite. Together we shine in the morning light.
Wake up slow, let the morning shine. The Cove calls us, it's a peaceful sign. Coffee brewing, bowls packed tight. Gathering with ganja, everything feels right. Feet in the sand, hearts open wide. We're all connected, no need to hide. With every toke, the worries fade. Sunday mornings where love's displayed. Gather us with ganja, let the spirit flow. Feel the warmth from the highs we know. Together we rise with each slow exhale. In the Cove, good vibes prevail. Gather us with ganja, let joy abide. Peace and unity side by side. Breathe in deep, let your soul ignite. Together we shine in the morning light. Vibes prevail.
I fucking love the Sunday morning songs. How's everybody's morning going? What is everybody up to this morning? Oh, shit. That was just my lighter. It's okay.
Settle down. It's his first day, folks. Give him a minute.
My first Sunday morning. I don't fucking know, man. I'm high.
This week. First Sunday this week.
Yeah. Well, does Sunday start? Is Sunday the first day of the week to you guys, or is Monday the first day of the week to you guys?
I say Monday for me.
I would say Monday.
I had a few jobs that I worked Sundays, but normally, like 9 out of 10 times, I did not work Sundays for most of the jobs. I mean, Denny's was different because you work almost every day. Plus, they're open 24 hours, so you can do graveyard when people call in sick. A lot of people call in sick for graveyard shift, which is funny because it's like it's boring, but actually, it's a pretty chill shift. It's actually hard not to fall asleep when you work a graveyard shift at Denny's because you do not have customers that whole time. I mean, the bar lets out at 2 or 3. You get some intoxicated people who spend a lot of money on food and then eat half of it and go home, but that's okay. You got paid. Had some people come into Denny's super late one time, 3 in the morning. They're absolutely smashed, and they're in a good mood though. And the server came back the kitchen and she's like, "I'm really nervous. There's some really intoxicated people." I look out through the pasture. I was like, it's my friends from my old hometown. I go out there and they're like, "Hey, what's up?" And I was like, server's a little nervous. She thinks you guys are gonna be riding. Like, no, we're just gonna buy food. They spent like $100 on food, tipped her out well. I was like, see, told you, you're all nervous. You just gotta fucking talk to people, right? It was a good job. We're having a good time.
We're having a great time. Oh man, I'm fucking super excited for December in the Cove. I'm super excited for Thanksgiving-ish. I think that we're gonna do a mid-morning, like a brunch type of a show. I don't know what the fuck we're gonna be doing, but and I don't know. I'm just bullshitting reading here. Me and Kossi were just talking one day about like maybe doing a morning show and then doing a show after the morning show, and then still have it all of our, because it would be we'll still have dodgeball shit. So like we can't not dodgeball.
Yeah.
So then we'll just have our like a Thanksgiving show on after the morning show. But yes, absolutely. We will fucking be here through the gosh dang holidays. Christmas morning, morning chill. Christmas Eve, I don't know what night that's on, so I'm not gonna say anything. But we'll be here. Fucking Thanksgiving, Cove's rocking. We are always open 365 days a week. Yeah. 365 days a week. I just caught that.
Next to technical difficulties, sickness, or family issues. Gotta put that out there. Just saying, stuff comes up.
For real, I would be lying if I said we didn't miss a day this year.
Yeah, we might have missed 1 or 2, but that's about it. I'm pretty sure.
We missed a couple.
We came back.
In a sense, I just feel like we fought through so much and should have missed so much more, and we didn't because I love the Cove, and it's my safe place in itself. Like, we've always said, there's so much bullshit and drama and fuckery that goes on out like in the outside world. Like, it's just nice to have a place where you can just not do that for a couple hours.
Well, I had my appointment the other day at the job place, and like I was kind of talking about Cove because I was talking about how I don't have social anxiety, how I don't mind. I can go out in public. I can do a graduation speech. I could do a speech at a funeral. I could talk to 10,000 people and probably not be that nervous. And she was kind of like, "Well, why? And I'm like, "Well, I'm on a show every morning, and she's like, "Well, what kind of show?" And I was like, "It's a positive distraction in a negative world." Because I'm looking for work, I try not to go, "Oh, it's this awesome," it's not a weed show. So I'm not like, "Oh, it's all about weed," because I'm trying to get work. You know what I mean?
It's a very weird dichotomy of trying to get people to that don't truly understand, especially those that are outside of the cannabis community type of a deal, to understand what the Cove truly is. And I don't know, I've always thought of I always just look at the Cove as like a never-ending goal of amazingness. And so I picture like an arrow flying through the air headed towards the Cove, and I don't fucking know when it's gonna hit. All the bullshit just flies off. Like, just don't. And
I wasn't not bringing up the cannabis to her for any weird reason. It's just, if I can talk about Cove and not bring up cannabis, to me that's what I'm talking
absolutely.
about. Like, it's cannabis friendly, but I can talk about so much that 90% I can talk about is not cannabis directly.
I would say 80% of our viewers smoke can use or the cannabis of some sort. But then, like, my mom doesn't smoke. My mom has never smoked. Jersey Meg doesn't smoke. I know. Well, there's only 2 examples, but there's other people.
You know what I'm talking about? What we're saying.
Christina's mother-in-law doesn't smoke. Like, I don't know. I just think it's a dope ass.
I was trying to explain it, and I kind of brought up Good Morning America. If you guys know what that show is, you know how it's like a show that starts your day. People talk, but there's also, you know, good segments, and it's not just like. I'm sorry. I do watch a lot of podcasts. I'm really into Joe Rogan, all this stuff, and I just noticed that there's just not as much audience interaction and participation as what we do. Like,
I get them. That should drive me. That shit drives me crazy. So I was scrolling through the YouTubes yesterday, and there was people live, and there was they didn't have any viewers or whatever, so I jumped in. They were playing Cards Against Humanity. It was actually pretty entertaining. Yeah. And you know, I commented, and then they commented back, and I was like, dope. Like, they were like, hey, what's up, Garrett? And I was like, dope. This I can rock with. Like, dude, if I'm gonna watch something to where, like, I'm literally just watching them, I'll just watch like a documentary. Like I get people being busy and stuff, but like, why are people going live and not reading the comments, not responding to people that they're trying to get into their stuff, that they're trying to get into their raffles? Like, if you're not talking to the people in the audience, why are you on social media? What do you like? If you're not directly selling something, pushing ads, and not doing a show, why are you going live and doing shows if you're not talking to your audience? I'm just saying, it makes no sense to me. Then turn comments off and say that this isn't a show. This is just listening. We don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, define it. That's why I love the Cove too, is because it's not that. It's not that block. Oh, absolutely. Like, don't get me wrong. There's times, like, during segments or whatever, where, you know, I'll try to pull up somebody's comment or, like, at least acknowledge them. And like, there's times when, like, it's hard to stop what we're doing to say hi to somebody or whatever. But there's other times, like, if we're able to, and I'm able to, fucking A. Like, that's why I like the morning speakers. Yeah. Like, I won't stop the morning speaker for anything unless I say good morning to somebody, because
I mean, but what I was saying is, like, they literally don't talk to their comments, their audience, anything. They'll just put their show on, which is cool. But like, that's why the Cove is actually different. So when you're trying to describe it, a lot of people, and then you're describing this amazing show, this positive distraction and negative world. But if you're describing it to a non-cannabis smoker, and then you bring up cannabis, their attention span kind of lessens. You know what I mean? So that's why I try to talk about it and then go, yes, it's cannabis friendly, but there's so much more to the Cove than cannabis. You know what I mean?
Well, it does help that, like, it's fucking legal places.
Yeah. Oh, hell
so,
yeah.
I mean, like,
and like, I'm not trying to push it under
in
the
that
rug.
sense, like, if you're going to judge me, it would mean any different. Like, if you're going to judge me for smoking a cigarette up here, sorry.
Like, again, my point would be, I'd still be sitting here if I had nothing to smoke, or if I didn't even.
Oh, absolutely. There's,
yeah. That's all I would say.
Is a real thing that happens, man. That's a fucking absolute thing that happens, and
ironically, she gets me most of my weed, but she hasn't smoked marijuana in 6-7 years now. Yeah. She's literally, so, you know, it's to each their own. And like, I just hope that we can find people that realize we're not just cannabis. You know what I mean? It's not just a cannabis show. You know, I want people who don't smoke to come in and play dodgeball and, you know, watch everything. And that's what I try to talk to people about. This is the second time in about 2 weeks I've talked to 2 definitely non-smoking people who seemed pretty interested in what we have going on in the Cove. And that made me kind of excited about the Cove. I talked to some random old guy walking down the street, and he's like, really? That's kind of interesting. Really? That's cool. I've never heard anybody doing that. And he's like, oh, your producer makes all his own music. And I was like, yeah, about 90% of the music we play is our producer. And he's like, wow. He's like, so you don't have to worry about copyright. And I was like, exactly. I was like, we don't have to worry about people dinging us for BS. And he's like, yeah, that's so crappy how you're trying to play somebody's music to promote their music, and you like them, and all of a sudden you can't play my music. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry.
Speaking of music, let's play one more song, and then we'll go with our morning speaker. I hope everybody's having an amazing, wonderful Sunday morning. Cheers.
Sunrise through the palm trees, cup of coffee in my hand. Warm breeze whispers gently in this simple morning land. Smooth coffee scent rising, dark roast in my cup. Take a sip, refreshing, just can't get enough. Coffee and cannabis in the Sunday air. Feeling so righteous, not a single care. Cannabis in the garden, leaves so green and bright. Smooth waves in the distance, life feels so right. Coffee grounds on the table, sugar and some cream. Rolling up the green leaves in this peaceful dream. Coffee and cannabis in the Sunday air. Feeling so righteous, not a single care. Cannabis in the garden, leaves so green and bright. Smooth waves in the distance, life feels so right. Coffee grounds on the table, sugar and some cream. Rolling up the green leaves in this peaceful dream.
Cheers, everybody. I think we'll go with this one. All right, yeah, this is a good one. All right, we'll go with the Dr. K this morning.
Grow up, we form particular relationships with things outside of us. And what are those relationships? How do they form? How do we change them? Some of these baby elephant syndromes are very, very helpful. Like, he's talking about it like it's a bad thing that holds us back. And the interesting thing is, if we look at these things, we may think that some are better than others, right? So like, neuroticism is bad. The tendency to worry is bad. So people with high neuroticism, for example, may be more prone to have an anxiety disorder. Conscientiousness is good. People who have high conscientiousness can put their mind to a task and do a good job at it, like focus on it and have follow through. It's kind of like follow through. Those are better than people who have low conscientiousness. So we make all these kinds of value judgments, but the really interesting thing is that data supports that it's not really like that.
So here's a question. Do you have baby elephant syndrome? So baby elephant syndrome comes from an old story about somebody who came to a circus and realized that, there's a big, powerful elephant who was chained to this tiny little rope connected to this little pole. And he asked the circus ringmaster and says, hey, why is the elephant just tied to that? Doesn't an elephant know that he could just very easily break free and just run away? And the ringmaster says, well, as a matter of fact, this is how we do it. When we bring in a small baby elephant, we chain them up to a much thicker rope, to a much thicker pole. And, they'll pull and they'll try to get away. And as a result, when they can't break away, they come to realize, oh, I can't break away. So as they grow up, they stop pulling. They stop trying because they learned that, okay, this rope is unbreakable. So even as they grow up and they change that rope to a thinner rope, or sometimes maybe not even a rope at all, the elephant doesn't keep trying. And when we experience baby elephant syndrome, it's oftentimes that, when we were growing up, our parents or our environment, our teachers, our friends may have told us something about ourselves that we took deep to heart. You're not good enough. You're not smart enough. You're ugly. You're short. You're whatever it is, that we take on these beliefs. And then we never come to challenge those stories. In fact, we just kind of accept it as we go on. And we go through the rest of our lives thinking that's who we are. But we never come to take a look at that. We never challenge and reflect and say, is this true? And as a matter of fact, sometimes the most powerful, smartest, most incredible people I've met in those specific fields are the people who believe they're the worst, because they're the ones who've worked most at it. Some of the best writers I've met believe that they are genuinely terrible writers because at some point they met a terrible teacher who said, you're a bad writer, you're never going to be a good enough writer. And they kept practicing and practicing and practicing anyway. And those are the lucky ones, because the unlucky ones, they stop trying and they bury their talents, they bury their creativity, they bury their wisdom, and they never come back and take a look at it. So challenge your own beliefs, because otherwise you're nothing but a baby elephant stuck in the body of a grown adult.
So this is really interesting, right? So let's talk about this. So there's some things I really love about this, and some things that I think kind of concern me about the self-help TikTok generation. So I like to kind of just share some thoughts about this. So the first is that this is a story that doesn't start with circus elephants. It actually starts in meditative traditions. Okay, so this is a story that's been told like by, monks in India and China and stuff, for probably India, because that's where elephants were, for thousands of years. And it illustrates the point that this person is saying, which is that oftentimes when we're growing up, we form a particular belief. And then as we grow older, we don't challenge that belief and it starts to restrict us. And so the general sentiment, I think the story is, largely shares the point that's correct. And the sentiment is to like challenge your conceptions. Okay. So both those things I think are fantastic. There are a couple of things that I sort of have issue with. The first is calling this a syndrome. So I know this sounds kind of weird, but like what a syndrome is, and we'll talk a little bit about whether using language precisely is good or bad. So syndrome is a constellation of symptoms that people share, that people share, right? So it's like a group of things that we group together. And then the cool thing about the syndrome is that once we recognize what a syndrome is, so major depressive disorder is a syndrome, ADHD is a syndrome, it's a constellation of things that go together. And when we call something a syndrome, the reason that's useful is if we can lump these things together and it's a pattern that lots of different people can relate to, then we can study this group of people because we're putting these people together because they share a constellation of symptoms. And then we can understand how can we help this group of people, okay? So in the case of like ADHD, what we'll see is that there's impulsivity. There's a lack of attention. There is difficulty like adhering to stimuli or changing your attention. There is perseveration, so hyper-focus on a particular thing, or the inability to focus. And so as we start to look at all of these features, the more features we add, the more specific we can get, the more we can group these people together. And if we group these people together and we study them together, we can figure out what works for these kinds of people. And so when you call this a syndrome, I'm curious, what are the features of the syndrome? How do you know if you have the syndrome? Right? So like, this is my problem with calling it a syndrome is like, how do you know which beliefs you should challenge? Which beliefs make it baby elephant syndrome? Right? Is it a lack of, what are the beliefs of baby elephant syndrome? Like on a piece of paper, like how do you know if you have baby elephant syndrome? So there's something that a lot of value here, but this is why I think precision of language is important. Because like, how do you know if you have this? So a lot of people will watch stuff like this, and I think this is what happens, is that we'll put labels on things that sound really good, but are relatively imprecise. And when someone watches something like this, they'll resonate with it in some way, right? And they'll say, oh, I have baby elephant syndrome. But what are the features of baby elephant syndrome? What's the challenge your beliefs? Like, which are the beliefs that you should challenge? Because the whole point is that in baby elephant syndrome, the beliefs are so deep-rooted that they're not beliefs, they're facts, right? I can't escape from the peg. This is a feature of life. And the whole problem with baby elephant syndrome is that we are inherently blinded to our conceptions. So like, which are the beliefs? Like, how do you diagnose someone with baby elephant syndrome? So what the way that I understand, the way it's taught in the East is that this is not a syndrome. It's not a collection of symptoms. It's a feature of the mind. So the best analogy that I can kind of think of is like in mathematics, we have formulas, right? So we have y equals mx plus b, and then we have core concepts like arithmetic or addition. And a syndrome is like a formula. It's like y equals mx plus b. It's a specific representation of reality. And then you have the core features of mathematics, like arithmetic, equals, division, parentheses, like exponentials. And so this is a core feature of the mind. It's like the plus sign. It's not actually the equation. And this is like, maybe I'm just being like academic and being kind of judgmental here, But in my opinion, it's very important to draw the distinction between what is a formula like ADHD equals impulsivity plus this, plus this, plus this, versus how does our mind fundamentally work. And this was a discovery from sort of like the yogic tradition because they were looking at the features of the mind. So what the main discovery is it's not a syndrome. It's not like a particular thing. It's just how our mind works. And the basic idea is that we internalize particular beliefs and we operate as if these are true. So in cognitive behavioral therapy, this is what we call schemas, okay? So these are things like in object relations theory. So there's a whole branch of psychoanalysis called object relations theory, which sort of is essentially an exploration of the baby elephant principle, which is how do we, as we grow up, we form particular relationships with things outside of us. And what are those relationships? How do they form? How do we change them? It's not, so there's like a lot of specificity here that becomes really important. Because I think the real challenge with something like this is like, what is your peg, right? What is the thing that you're actually shackled to? And I don't get any sense that it's clear, right, from this. Like, I don't know how to group people into baby elephant syndrome because it's a principle of every single mind. There are a couple of other important things that we have to be careful about. So this person said that oftentimes the most successful people that they've met have issues like this, like low self-esteem. And this is where what we've got to understand is that some of these baby elephant syndromes are very, very helpful. Like he's talking about it like it's a bad thing that holds us back. But if you look at studies of 5-factor personality analysis of doctors, okay? So remember, the 5-factor personality analysis system is like probably the best scientifically validated system of personality, okay? So it's based on a lot of research as opposed to like theory or ideas. And what they sort of found is that there are 5 factors. There's conscientiousness, neuroticism, openness, agreeableness, and extroversion. So these are kind of the 5 dimensions. So conscientiousness is your ability to like sit down and focus on a task. Neuroticism is your tendency to worry. Agreeableness is your tendency to get along or not get along with other people. Like how willing are you to adapt your beliefs to what other people want? Openness is your openness or close-mindedness to new ideas and concepts. And extroversion is like how you relate to other people, whether you're kind of a loner or you're like, you enjoy spending time with others. And the interesting thing is if we look at these things, we may think that some are better than others, right? So like neuroticism is bad. The tendency to worry is bad. So people with high neuroticism, for example, may be more prone to have an anxiety disorder. Conscientiousness is good. People who have high conscientiousness can put their mind to a task and do a good job at it, like focus on it and have follow through. It's kind of like follow through. Those are better than people who have low conscientiousness. So we make all these kinds of value judgments, but the really interesting thing is that data supports that it's not really like that, okay? So for example, if you look at medical students, what you find is that medical students and doctors have high conscientiousness and high neuroticism. That high neuroticism and the tendency to worry actually correlates with higher performance. So I was listening to a really interesting story the other day of someone who was working at Amazon, and they were giving a presentation, and one of their superiors, who's a very prominent person in Amazon, was there, and the presentation did not go well. And so they were really concerned about it, and it kind of looked bad. And so their boss's boss was basically saying, he was like, I'm not worried about this. And the reason why is because I can clearly see that you are worried about it. And so being worried about something, like they basically knew it was going to get taken care of because someone is clearly worried about it. So worrying about things and thinking that you're insufficient and lacking confidence in yourself can actually correlate with external success. So this is the weird thing about baby elephant syndrome, is we may think that we should get rid of it. But let's understand that it's responsible for someone being a best-selling author. It's responsible for someone being an excellent artist, right? The sense of inadequacy is what drives us forward. The reason that the medical student ends up as a medical student is because when they were in college and everyone else is out partying, on Friday night at 8 p.m., they were worried about not getting an A on the test. So their asses were in the library and they were studying. And so what does that mean for us? right? So if you're someone who's got low self-esteem, if you're someone who uses the relentless whip of not being good enough to excel, and if y'all have seen our interviews with like people like, you know, streamers and stuff who are very successful, I'm thinking of like Amaranth, for example. Amaranth is like one of the hardest workers that I've ever met. And it's because on some level, she felt at some point, this is years ago, that she needed to do better, right? And it drives us forward relentlessly. And it drives us to succeed. So the challenge is that when we talk about something like this, like baby elephant syndrome, there's sort of this idea that getting rid of it is good, which generally speaking, I agree with. But there's a huge, huge problem with this, which oftentimes causes people to stumble, is they'll see something like this and they'll think like, oh my God, like I should be more confident in myself. Like I should like stop pushing myself so hard because I am okay. And my parents taught me that I'm not okay. And then what happens when you try to get that person to accept themselves? Do y'all know? What happens when you try to help them attain self-acceptance? They resist it. They fight it at every single step, right? They may say, they'll watch a TikTok and they'll say like, oh, this is me. But deep down, they're against it 100%. And why is that? It's because it's what's responsible for their success, right? Like what? You're telling me, because here's the thing. If you relentlessly drive yourself forward towards success and you start accepting yourself, what does that mean about your ambitions? What does that mean about your professional success? You're emptying your gas tank, poking a hole in it. It's what drives you forward. Right? So baby elephant syndrome is a little bit more complicated. The first thing is that I don't know which internal beliefs, what's the stake, what's the rope? I don't know. Right? So the general principle is 100% correct that our brain internalizes beliefs and we continue to operate based on them. Like gravity is a good example of this. When we're 2, our brain internalizes a concept of gravity and then concludes that we can't fly. Right? And so there are all kinds of things like value, like what's important, what family means. There are all kinds of other things that we'll internalize too. Like what is the relationship between a husband and a wife? Does a marriage compose of a husband and a wife? And a lot of the times the way that we behave in relationships are internalized based on what we saw our parents do. So who did the dishes? Who cooked? So these are all things that we internalize. So which ones should you challenge? Which ones are you holding you back? I don't know. Because it's not a real syndrome, right? A syndrome is a constellation of things. This is a principle of the mind, which you should absolutely understand. But I don't think that it's a bad thing, right? It's just how we work. Should you challenge some of those beliefs? Absolutely. But how do you figure out which ones to challenge? The ones that you figure out which ones to challenge are the ones that the situations that bring you unhappiness. So here's what I'd say about how to approach baby elephant syndrome. The first is if you're unhappy with something, if there is something about your life that you wish were different, consider this principle. Consider how much of my current situation is because of a belief that I hold, which I take for granted. And even then, it's going to be really hard to see. This is why most of these revelations happen with someone else. So like we see this a lot in coaching or in therapy or things like that, where it takes an external person to point out to you, hey, wait a minute. You're having trouble with your relationships because you're giving people the cold shoulder after a perception that someone doesn't text you back right away. Maybe that's the problem, right? Like it requires some degree of sophistication to see what the actual problem is. The second thing to remember is that the stake in the rope serves an important purpose. Your brain wouldn't have picked it up unless it did something for you. And if you really want to overcome it, you really have to acknowledge that it's not just a stake in a rope, it's also an anchor, right? It's like a home base. It's a nest. It's all of those things. It does something for you. It's comfortable. It's familiar. It feels safe. And if you try to uproot it, you may be surprised because you uproot it and then you don't even walk anywhere, right? Because like, this is what you've done to survive. So I'll ask people like, you know, are you willing to accept yourself? And the vast majority of the people are like, hell no. They come in, they say, I want to learn how to accept myself better. As we start talking through what are the consequences of you accepting yourself? And people think, oh, I'm going to lose my ambition. And they're like, I don't want to, I work too much. I have no work-life balance.
Good morning, Sandra. How are you? I hope you are having a wonderful Sunday morning. We're just hanging out doing our Cove TV morning speaker. This morning's Dr. K.
There's another really common one. I have no work-life balance. I need work-life balance. Okay, if you have more work-life balance, you know what that means, right? You're going to work less. Yeah, I need to work less. Okay, so like your chances of promotion are going to be lower. Your bonus may be smaller. No. What? I can't handle that. You're crazy. I don't want to work less. I need those things because they make choices for a reason. There's consequences to work-life balance. You know what the consequence to building work-life balance is? You have to sacrifice your work. And people are like, oh, I love sacrificing work. But when it comes down to it, like, do you? What actually motivates you? Right? Like, why do you think your work-life balance got out of whack in the first place? And this is where, like, sometimes it gets weird and psychological. It's like, yeah, my parents are Nobel Prize winning scientists. And I decided to become an artist. And so work-life balance for me is like, I can't give it up because I have to prove to them that art is a real career because they didn't tell me, they said that like I should go into a STEM field. And so there's no way, like, F it. Like, there's no way I'm going to be a disappointment to them. I'm going to show them. And work-life balance means giving that up. Proving your parents that you made the right decision. Like, people aren't willing to do that. So when we're held back by something, understand, first of all, that it's not just a chain. It's also security. It's also fuel. And you have to explore that to really give it up. Because just recognizing, oh, this is what's been holding me back, sometimes that can help, right? It can help a lot. So I'm not saying it doesn't. My point here is that baby elephant syndrome makes it sound like it's a constellation of things where there's a one-size-fits-all answer. And my whole point is that there's a lack of granularity with that concept. And that the general principle is correct, but why did the brain form that association in the first place? What does that association do for you? What are the advantages that you have to give up by getting rid of the baby elephant syndrome? Those are the things that you really have to think about. And so if you want to challenge one of these beliefs, it's hard to sort of figure it out because you're blind to it. That's kind of the nature of the problem, right? But even if you find one, it's not going to be so easy to give up because there are all kinds of associations with it. There are all kinds of things that this thing gives you. It gives you security. It lets you be promoted. It gives you a sense of satisfaction when you're the one who gets into medical school and you're one of the 15% of applicants who actually gets in. There's no way you're going to be in that 85%. Are you kidding me? Self-acceptance and be one of these noobs that didn't get in? F that. Right? So if it is causing you problems, what do? The good news is that oftentimes, and generally speaking, I've noticed this, especially for ambition, there are alternatives. That if you let go of your ambition, it doesn't mean that your work ethic has to go away. Oftentimes, the other interesting thing is that they assume that ambition equals work ethic. But if you've entrained some amount of work ethic through ambition and you let go of your ambition, the work ethic isn't going to just disappear with it. Right? That's a habit that you've born in. So oftentimes, here's what I found with these people. The first is that they overvalue the contribution of ambition to their performance. And that oftentimes their performance there's a certain independence to it that's free of your ambition. The second thing is you can still care about stuff without personal ambition. So this is where you can really, I think the best performance comes from not ambition, but actually comes from like the flow state and a sense of service. And so why is a sense of service correlated with the flow state? Is because the flow state is free of the ego. Ambition is tied to the ego. I want to accomplish this. And the best work actually happens when you're free of ego. When you remove yourself from the equation, you become one with the thing that you are doing. You are no longer the writer. Like the book is coming out of you. You're like channeling this book. Like there's a story within you that needs to be told. You are a conduit for this like music that is coming from some weird dimension. And this is what my experience has been with people who are athletes, esports athletes, and creative people, right? That when you enter the flow state, even coders, when you enter that flow state, you disappear, your ambition disappears, and you're just like, you see it, and the code fits together, and you know how to make it happen. And all of the accolades, all of the pride, all of the good job, bro, like all of that leaves your mind, and then you actually reach the heights of performance. So here's the bitter pill about ambition and some of this self-flagellation and elephant syndrome, is that elephant syndrome will get you from 0 to 90%. But if you want to go from 90 to 100, you have to let it go, which is the most terrifying thing because it's gotten you to 90, right? And so recognize that it's terrifying. But if you really want to go that extra level, this is where I agree with this guy too, because he's sort of saying you need to move past this, right? And I think he's right. He knows what he's talking about. Some of that is, I think, the consequence of TikTok, which is like you just can't go into this nuance. But if you want to go that next step, you want to go that next level, you have to become one with the object. This is also what is called dhyan in Sanskrit. So this is why I think terminology is important, because the more precise your terminology, the more you can understand and differentiate between things. So dhyan is when one becomes absorbed with the object of meditation. When you become one with the thing. And that is the first step. That is actually the meditative state. When people say, I had an awesome meditation yesterday, what the hell are they talking about? They're talking about a state of absorption of their mind with the object of meditation, where they disappear. And if you practice being in that state, you can go one step further into samadhi, which is temporary enlightenment. So someone saying, I hit dhyan running all the time, completely agree. So marathon runners are the people who have been the easiest to teach meditation to, because they're already familiar with it. Okay, but if future orientation correlated with ambition is bad, then why does it work so well for a lot of people? I never said it was bad. Remember, quite the opposite. Ambition is what gets you from 0 to 90%. That's why it's so popular, because it works. It's the easiest way to become successful. But it comes at a cost. I do think there are better ways to do it. They're just harder. And it caps out somewhere. Right? Because the problem with ambition is the price you pay for success is your happiness when you're ambitious. You may say, what does that mean? The price you pay for success is happiness. Like, what? That's ridiculous. You talk to people who are ambitious. When they achieve, are they content? No. Are they happy? No. I made $100,000 this year. Next year, it's going to be 200. I got promoted. Am I content? No. I'm going to celebrate a little bit, and it's back to the grind, back to the hustle. There's always more. There's always more. That's the problem with ambition. So contentment and ambition are opposites, right? Like we think of them as like, if I'm content, that means I'm not ambitious. That's the mistake that they make. So you can still be content and work hard. That's the thing that people don't understand, is there are alternatives to ambition. I think service is the number one thing to think of, right? You can work really hard, not for yourself, for other people. Like, and that's incredibly fulfilling, makes you happy, and causes your work ethic to be awesome.
Oh man, I fucking love Dr. K.
He did it again. He fucking just cuts out.
Right? Oh man, he is so on point, and like I just love how he breaks shit down, and he'll just be like, "No, like that's not what I meant."
Yeah, he speaks to you because he comes from experience. Like Dr. K, he says, this is his words. He failed out of medical school.
Oh yeah.
He went to become a monk, and he quit being a monk. So like he has his own pass, fail, good, bad experience that he brings to the table, which is why I really respect and like listening to Dr. K, because he comes from a real place like a lot of us do. And he's not just somebody who came from money, went into medical school and became a doctor. Like, no offense, a lot of doctors and psychiatrists, pretty much their parents were doctors, so they're going to be doctors. So it's a doctor thing. No, he actually had to go through struggles himself, and he was addicted to video games, which is a crazy addiction because Vice City was my vice.
Right? For real, bro. Well, I don't know, like I've always kind of talked about, like, we all have crutches, but I mean, like, as long as like you don't fucking lean into that shit way too much, like it's okay to have some potato chips, but
yeah, don't turn your crutches into a wheelchair. I don't know.
I'm not sure, Cindy. I don't personally know Vicky. I just super love the This Day in History, and we just do her segment once in the mornings. But
yeah,
I'm not sure. Oh, it's the weekend. I don't know if she posts on the weekends.
Yeah,
that's reruns sometimes, but
yeah, I don't know. We try to do Beans tries to do the ones he can find, but then he was looking for current ones, and she was sick for the section she was looking, so it was we had to do past years ones. But I like all of Vicky Bowers. I don't care what freaking year it's from, man. Her facts are facts, man.
Right, for real.
Yeah, and I love how she jokes about stuff because you know that she's older and she's like, I was around for that. I love how she gets a kick out of her. She gets a kick out of her own research when she goes back and reads it. That's how you know that she does her own research. Like, oh right, I remember that. You know, like I love that.
Let's see what else we got here. Let's go with. I don't know if I played this one yet.
Morning breeze drifts in from the shore. A bowl in hand, life's an open door. With every puff, the good vibes grow like the sun rising, warm and slow. We gather together, light up with care. The Cove's our spot, no worries to spare. Laughter and love in each smoky line. Sharing moments, feeling just fine. How sweet it is, sparking on wine. Unwind, unwind, peace you'll find. Every day with the crew in tow. Cove breeze, let it flow. From sunrise clouds to afternoon haze. Haze and praise, sweet summer days. How sweet it is, how sweet we stay. Stay lifted every day. Pack a bowl, let the session begin. Inhale deep, feel the calm settle in. With every toke, the stress slips away. At the Cove, it's the perfect day. The ocean hums, waves kiss the sand. We're toasted and floating, everything's grand. Here with the crew, life's at ease. Living the dream on this tropical breeze. How sweet it is, sparking on wine. Unwind, unwind, peace you'll find. Every day with the crew in tow. Cove breeze, let it flow. The sunrise clouds to afternoon haze. Haze and praise, sweet summer days. How sweet it is, how sweet we stay. Stay lifted every day. Pack a bowl, let the session begin. Inhale deep, feel the calm settle in. With every toke, the stress slips away. At the Cove, it's the perfect day. The ocean hums, waves kiss the sand. We're toasted and floating, everything's grand. Here with the crew, life's at ease. Living the dream on this tropical breeze. How sweet it is, sparking on wine. Unwind, unwind, peace you'll find. Every day with the crew in tow. Cove breeze, let it flow. From sunrise clouds to afternoon haze. Haze and praise, sweet summer days. How sweet it is, how sweet we stay. Stay lifted every day. Peace in the air and we drift with ease. Oh yeah, oh sweet relief. Float through the Cove on a summer breeze. Good vibes in every draw. Sharing the moment without a flaw. How sweet it is, sparking on wine. Unwind, unwind, peace you'll find. Every day with the crew in tow. Cove breeze, let it flow. From sunrise clouds to afternoon haze. Haze and praise, sweet summer days. How sweet it is, how sweet we stay. Stay lifted every day.
That song's so dope, dude. It's
Love
so fun. It's so fun.
I love it more than a lemon lollipop and Lilyhammer after Labor Day.
But you can't say happy, twisted, terrific, titty, tie-dye, turkey, taco, turkified, token tunes Tuesday.
That's right. I don't know why. I'm tongue-tied.
Happy, tongue-twisted, terrific, Twisted Titty Tie-Dye Turkey Taco Turkified Token Tunes Thanksgiving Week Tuesday, but it's Sunday, and I'll save that for Tuesday. I'm getting better. Coffee and Ams are teaching me. We have lessons on Wednesday nights. It's kind of like a night school deal. We meet at like 2:30 a.m. and then they just kind of go over the vowels and the pronunciation. They're like, no, not tur. And I'm like, all right, and I gotta say it over. And they give me gold stars. It's awesome.
Yeah. I love stickers.
I've got 3.5 gold stars. Copsy took a half gold star from me last Wednesday.
One more, and I get to pick my own show and tell.
Yes, for real. I think this Wednesday's treat day. I'm super excited. I think we're having fucking snack packs.
Friday, we get chocolate milk instead of regular 2%.
Oh, man, for real. No, they are the OGs of the teas. And I am just happy to have had the most amazing, terrific, twisted tie-dye turkey token teachers. Ooh.
Oh, twisted it for Tuesday.
That's after class, Amps. Oh, never mind. Oh, okay.
Hey, Amber.
Hey, it's a morning show.
Is she on the dark side, being all dark and shit?
Ams runs the dark side, man.
Settle down. It's too early for that shit.
Oh, well, no, like she's usually doing stuff, and so like she's able to like have her GPS running on her phone, and like able to do other shit and have it up on the TV, and yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
It's been a pretty good day. It's been a wonderful morning. I guess I love Sunday mornings. Hey, what up, Bill? Look who found the dark side.
Welcome to the dark side.
Easy now, Ams. It's his first day over there.
Take it easy on him. No savage today. I mean, I've been posting reels saying be a savage. I'm gonna stop, man. People gonna get hurt.
People gonna get hurt.
Yeah. Don't do what I say, do. Just don't do what I say or do. Just
I was gonna say, don't say what I say or do. Hey, absolutely, Crystal, we got you.
Fuck you, Facebook. Fuck you, Facebook.
I think it's colder out here than I think I thought it was. I think I thought it was. Is that a word?
I think you're right.
I think fuck you.
One of my most favorite sayings is that there in and of itself. It's so incredible and it's so odd. I love it. So like that there in itself is, and it's like what
the fuck
like,
did you just say? Did you just swear at me in Swahili again?
So then that there in and of itself is the point that I'm trying to make.
I think I just got high by you saying that.
No, Candy Cody, give it to me. I can take it. Oh, dang. All right, let's do another song. Let's go back a little bit. We'll go this one.
You'll never guess the one I'm thinking of.
Maybe I could get lost and can't get enough of me. Baby, give me good love. Boy, you give me good love. You got my heart, nobody gon' take it. But you got my soul, nobody gon' tell me different. You got my heart, you got my love, yeah. My love, babe, my love, yeah. You got my heart, nobody gon' take it. But you got my Get it started. Get it started. Get it started. We can get it started. Maybe I could get lost in you. Can't get enough of you. Baby, give me good love. Boy, you give me good love. Get it started. Get it started. Get it started. We can get it started. Get it started. Get it started. Get it started. We can get it started. Get it started. Get it started. Get it started. We can get it started. Get it started. Get it started. Get it started. We can get it started.
All right, that song got me in a music-y mood. I know I played it before, but it's been a long fucking time. So, like, this is the first-ish song I ever actually really, like, tried to make.
Barely gone, feel you drawn close to the scene. Let me on, give me some, then you can leave. But before the morning breaks, call me someone else's name. 'Cause it's time tomorrow, I'll hate me all the same. I can't be lonely when I'm not alone. Missing myself in there and knowing home. Wish I believed that I just don't need no one else to feel this good. I can't be lonely when I'm not alone. Missing myself in there and knowing home. Wish I believed that I just don't need no one else to feel this good.
So that was the... Oh, let me see if I can pull a date.
Another fire by my man Beans, throwing it down. I like that, man. It's got a vibe for sure, brother. Man, it's cold as fucking balls out here, man. Damn. I gotta find me some more motherfucking socks today. I got boots, but they're steel toe insulated ones, so kind of uncomfortable sitting here. Working's different, but they waterproof and shit too. Yeah.
What else we got here?
What you got for us this fine chillin' Sunday morning in the Cove? Yeah, I sing. That's right. Self-taught. What? Want to fight about it? Mostly in the shower. Yeah. Kids hate when I sing. Pretty sure that's why they all have Bluetooth headphones now, just because to drown out my dishes and singing. Definitely not Taylor Swift. Don't even know who that is. Don't even know why I brought her up. Not Taylor Swift. Never shake it off. Never shake it off. Never shaking it off. Oh, was that a Twitch? I don't know. That's like the only song I know by her, though. Everyone's like, "Oh, I know this one and that one." I'm like, that's a Taylor Swift song? Okay, you like her more than I do, apparently. Because I don't like her. That was what I was, no Taylor Swift. I mean, she does have more Super Bowl rings than me, so I'll give her that. Pretty sure her girlfriend's pregnant too, or whatever. What's his name? Kels or Case or something like that. Sneaky. Yes, I have one thermal sock on, so I have like one warm foot and like one cold foot. You ever find like every right sock you've ever owned and then like 6 left socks and you're like, oh, it's gonna be a rough week. You good, Beans? You looking for something? Nice. You gonna find it?
Yep, I found it.
Oh shit, here we go.
All right, this is I don't know if I've ever played this one on here. All right, here we go. What up, your bird? Sorry.
I really like that one. Being a guitar player, Beans, can I ask you one question?
Probably.
The beginning guitar, what kind of guitar? Like, I know it was electric guitar, but can you tell me?
That was a Gibson Les Paul, but I would have to go in and see what model it was.
No, Les Paul. I could tell, like, it was a, you know what I mean? Like, when you can tell. Yeah.
Thank you, Ams.
And also, I love the when the saxophone came in kind of later in the song, where it was very, I don't want to say quick, but it was, like 16th and 32 notes. You know what I mean? Like it was like it was. I really like that. There's a guy I listened to named Dub FX. Do you know what Dub FX is? He does a song with a guy.
Good morning, Smoker.
Good morning, Smoker. Dub FX does a song with a saxophone player named Mr. Woodnote. And it's an amazing song. Like, it's so cool because he makes the song on the street. Like, it's an older one, but it's by Mr. Woodnote and Dub FX. Really good song. That's what that song reminded me of, was the way that he plays that saxophone is just beautiful. It's the only way to describe it. Love it. Always been into that Kenny G style, that really, you know what I mean, jazzy kind of rock saxophone. You know what I mean, Beans?
All right, everybody, it is about that time. We'll go ahead and smoke one more with you guys and call it a Muddy Truckin' Sunday Morning Show.
Nice. Yerp. What's up, everybody? Hope you had a great Sunday morning. I love the Sunday morning vibe. It's always chilling as F. Beans, thank you so much for all the old tracks, the new tracks, the Sunday tracks, the Monday to Friday to Saturday tracks. Can't wait to see you all this afternoon on the Sir's Smoker Session. This is Sir Cough-Slot's afternoon smoke session, only on Sir Cough-Slot's new page, because fuck you, Facebook. So anyways, hope you spread some love and positivity today, and do something nice for yourself, do something nice for a stranger, and do something nice for your friends and family, because that's what we do. Spread the love, people. Catch you later.
Much love, everybody. Thank you guys so much for hanging out this morning. It's been a wonderful Sunday morning. Great Sunday morning. I love the Sunday morning chillin' style. It's same morning show, just a little slower. And I don't know, it's Sunday morning's a good morning to kind of just, unless you work today, and hopefully you don't have to be at work in 5 minutes, man.
And if you have works, hopefully you got dabs for you home.
For real, man. For real. Nice save, man. Much love, you guys. I hope you all have an amazing, wonderful morning. I hope to see you all at the one, the only, the Yerp Manigans. And speaking of Yerp Manigans, make sure you're following the one, the only, Yerp Entertainment. Make sure that you're getting into those registry boxes, those mystery boxes. If anybody has any questions or, just reach out to anybody from the Cove, reach out to Yerp Entertainment, and we will get you set up with your ticket to Planet Europe today. Much love, Sir Coffee. I hope you are feeling better, bro. Hopefully you are plotting your revenge on kicking that drill's ass this week. But that's in light. We got to get all healed up, man. Make sure you're following Sir Cops a lot. Yes, Sir's Afternoon Sunday Smoke is only on Sir Cops a Lot's new page. He is the one and only Sir Cops a Lot Facebook. The one and only. There's only one, and there's only Sir Cops a Lot. So make sure you are following the Man Bear. If you have any news that you'd like to get out in the world, please let us know. We will get it as far as we can. Much love to the most amazing, wonderful Vicky Bowers. I love her so much. She is so incredible, and thank you so much for this day in history. We've been doing that for forever, and I wouldn't change a thing. I love the Vicky Bowers This Day in History. She's such a sweet soul, and we appreciate it. Much love, everybody. I hope to see everybody on the Manigans this morning, and thank you to anybody and everybody who helps support the Cove. It means the world and makes all of this possible, and the shows are truly brought to you guys by viewers like yourselves. It means the world to keep all of this going. And on that note, I hope to see everybody at the Manigans. Much love, everybody, and I'm so not ready at all. 1 second.
I knew you weren't. It's Sunday. We chilling as fuck.
I was like, normally I play the fucking morning show song, but it's Sunday, so we're gonna go with something special this morning. All right. All All right, here we go. Much love, everybody. Cheers, and we'll see you at your shenanigans.
Vibe so smooth, it's iconic. Bring the torch, light it up, feel the glow. Feel the glow, just feel the glow. Come and hang with the dapper chick. Vibe so smooth, it's iconic. Bring the torch, light it up, feel the glow. Feel the glow, just feel the glow. Hit that like and share this out. Spread the love, no room for doubt. The Dapper Chick groove is the place to be. So turn it up and vibe with me. Come and hang with the Dapper Chick. Vibe so smooth, it's iconic. Bring the torch, light it up, feel the glow. Feel the glow, just feel the glow. Queen of the sesh, a legend in flow. Her vibe lights the night, her energy glows. So smooth. Every hit, every drop, it's pure delight. Hang with the Dapper Chick, everything's right. Torch is lit, the vibe's alive. She's got the crowd electrified. Feel the bass, the beat, the fire. This groove will take you higher. Come and hang with the Dapper Chick. Vibe so smooth, it's iconic. Bring the torch, light it up, feel the glow. Feel the glow, just feel the glow. Come and hang with the Dapper Chick. Vibe so smooth, it's iconic. Bring the torch, light it up, feel the glow. Oh, just feel the glow. Hit that like and share this out. Spread the love, no room for doubt. The Dapper Chick groove is the place to be. So turn it up and vibe with me. Come and hang with the Dapper Chick. Vibe so smooth, it's iconic. Bring the torch, light it up, feel the glow. Feel the glow, just feel the glow.
Much love, everybody. See y'all at your shenanigans.